This is the story of Sumorella, a Hawaiian Cinderella story, written by Sandi Takayama and illustrated by Esther Szeged. Once upon a time, on an island in the middle of the ocean, there lived a young boy, his mother and father, and his two older brothers. They lived in an old home in the middle of a huge yard surrounded by mango trees. Each morning, the boy's mother and father went off to the little corner market where they sold their mango specialties. People came from all over the island to buy their delicious mango bread, mango chutney, mango seed, and of course, pickled mango. Each afternoon, his two older brothers went off to sumo practice at the neighborhood park, and each day after school, the young boy was left to do all the chores. He picked the mangoes, peeled, sliced, and chopped them. He trimmed the tree branches, raked up the leaves, and threw away all the rotten mangoes. Everyone called him Mango Boy. The day came for the local sumo exhibition. Rumor had it that a famous stable master from Japan was visiting the islands in hope of recruiting some local talent. The two older brothers were competing in the exhibition, but when the younger boy begged to go with them, they just laughed. "What, Mango Boy, you go with us? No way. You so shrimpy, the mawashi not going to even stay on. Go gain 300 pounds, all right?" And they cracked up all the way to the park. Mango Boy wished more than anything that he could compete in the exhibition. "But how can I go? No more time. Always get so much work for do." He sighed as he sat down under a mango tree. Just then, Mango Boy's good friend, the Manapua man, came strolling down the lane, calling out, "Hot Manapua! Hot Manapua!" When he reached the house, he lifted the bamboo pole off his shoulders and looked closely at Mango Boy. "Hey, you all right or what, boy? You look funny, kin." Mango Boy shook his head. "Nah, nothing, just thinking." He looked around, then he whispered to the Manapua man, "No tell nobody, but I like being the sumo stuff today." You like be one sumatori?" I know, I stay small, but I'm pretty fast, you know. I practice my moves every morning time before everybody get up. I just need one chance to prove myself." The Manapua man shrugged. "Sounds pupule to me, but go down. I go do your work for you." "What? No, I no can ask you for do am all by yourself." "Hey, I stay old, but I can handle. This your chance. Better go for it." Mango Boy didn't move. "But I know mo one mawashi, and I don't know how make my hand nice kin way." "Oh, no worry," said the Manapua man with a smile. "Just bring me one pumpkin, some mice, and one big fat rat." Mango Boy quickly gathered everything. The Manapua man took a bite out of one of the Manapuas and waved it in the air. The next instant, Mango Boy was standing next to a golden coach, complete with horses and coachmen. He was dressed in a satin ball gown with the daintiest glass slippers on his feet. The Manapua man jumped back in surprise. "Whoa, sorry boy, I can make you get the wrong things. Whoa, let me think now, Sumatori. Oh, yeah, I think you gotta get 5 bags poi, 2 pots rice, and 12 green bananas. I think that's it. Mango Boy took quite a while gathering up the items. It was difficult getting around in the ball gown and the glass slippers. Finally, he placed everything in front of the Manapua Man, and the Manapua Man looked it over and said, "Okay, now you gotta eat 'em." "What?" yelled Mango Boy. "I gotta eat all that?" Yeah, why?" replied the Manapua Man. "What you think? Sumori just drink water all day?" Mango Boy smiled weakly and started to dig in. He managed to eat 1.5 bags of poi, 3 cups of rice, and 7 green bananas before collapsing on the ground with a huge burp. Again the Manapua Man took a bite of the Manapua, waved it in the air, and suddenly Mango Boy stood dressed in a mawashi made of the most beautiful silk brocade. His hair gleamed in an elaborate topknot. The Manapua Man walked around looking at him. "You stay little bit more tall, but still way too skinny. No can help though. You never eat all the stuff, that's why." "I no care," said Mango Boy. Good enough, thanks, eh?" As Mango Boy turned to run to the exhibition, the Manapua Man yelled, "Oh, yeah, I almost can forget. From now on, you Sumorella, not Mango Boy. And no forget come back by cow time, or your mawashi gonna fall right off your okole." Sumorella made it just in time. When he first took his place on the doyo, the crowd roared with laughter. But as the exhibition went on and he continued to beat each of his opponents, the laughter turned to cheers. "Sumorella! Sumorella!" they chanted. Soon it was time for the final match. Sumorella's stomach began to growl as he grappled with the opponent, and he realized with alarm that it was almost cow time. With one last heave, he threw his opponent out of the doyo. His mawashi fell off, but he kept on running. He escaped through the nearest exit. When he reached home, he was himself again. Sumorella glanced around. All the chores were done, and the Manapua Man was just slipping the bamboo pole back onto his shoulders. Before Sumorella could say a word, the Manapua Man flashed a shaka sign and disappeared down the lane. At dinner that night, his brothers could only exclaim about the skinny sumotori who had won every match and then vanished mysteriously, leaving nothing behind but his mawashi. The stable master was going from house to house looking for the sumotori who could fit into it. When the stable master arrived, the brothers tried every trick they knew to squeeze into the mawashi. They grunted and groaned, pulled and tugged, but they could barely get a leg in it. The stable master was about to leave when he noticed Sumorella sitting in the mango tree. He bowed politely and said, "Koma nasai, perhaps you'd like to try on the mawashi too?" "Ah, no bother with him," laughed his brothers, "unless you like him wrestle one mango or something." But the stable master insisted. Sumorella climbed down from the tree. He tried on the mawashi, and to everyone's surprise, it fit perfectly. The stable master immediately invited Sumorella to come live in Japan and train at the finest sumo stable there. Sumorella worked hard and eventually reached the rank of yokozuna. He became one of the most famous sumotori in Japan and was well loved by people everywhere. When he retired from sumo, He returned home and married a former Miss Hawaii. He later became a trustee for one of the wealthiest private estates in the islands, and for the rest of his life, he never, ever had to pick up a rotten mango again. This book also has a list of glossary words, Hawaiian words, and sumo wrestling words. The end.